That's right, but it'll be hard, I suppose. Hello, Kai Brown.
Hey, Coach David.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty okay. How about yourself?
You're doing fantastical. You're not pretty good. Excellent.
Good morning, David.
Hey, Sharon, what's going on?
I just woke up. I overslept.
I salute you. You're
How are
here,
you?
and yeah, I'm doing swell. How about you? How's New York?
New York is cold. We're getting some snow, but it's been busy.
Okay. Busy as in good? Busy?
Busy and as it could be better, but I keep pushing. I
Okay, you
keep.
gotta keep pushing. You just gotta keep pushing. Yeah.
Was that you dancing in that video?
While taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me singing Bee Gees. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've
That
wanted
was
to do
cute.
stuff like that. Thank you. Yeah,
Self-care is important, David.
yes, it
Self-care.
is. Yes, it is. That's everything. When you're well, when you're healthy, right? You,
Yeah.
uh, Tony Robbins says this: when you're healthy and you're well, there's many, many, many things that you want. When you're not healthy, there's only one thing that you want. That's to
Good
be
health.
healthy. Exactly. So you maintain that. I've been doing a lot of research on uh, anti-inflammatory diets and things like that because that's the result. That inflammation is the result of all dis-ease. You know. Um, so anyway, all right. So we have 14, including me in here, and other people will file in as they file in. Don't forget, keep your uh, microphone on mute. Raise your hand if you have a question, which I always encourage, or use a Q&A, see? So today we're going to talk about photography. I've been thinking a lot about this, and one thing, there's a lot to finding the right photographer, okay? And also, there's such a thing as, hey, I did it, I have a photographer, David. Okay, are they really good? Do they treat you well? Do they are you comfortable with them? Because things change because we're personalities, in bodies. So, but the first thing I want to ask you, and I like you to engage everybody, is tell me, and no question is wrong, or no question is wrong, no answer is wrong. Um, why do why do we want, desire a good photograph of ourselves? Okay, it's the first question.
Make a good impression.
Okay, I'll accept that. Make a good impression. What else? Let's go a little deeper.
It,
Why?
Okay.
it's
Yeah, why?
another reflection of ourselves. It's like looking into another mirror.
Ooh, that's deep, dude. I
That is
expect that
deep.
from you, Kai. Yeah, that's a good thing. To show the real person, Sharon, you're absolutely right, 100%. Now, that's yeah, that's very good. Any more? Come on, I know you got it. Just dig deep.
To allow yourself to be familiarized.
Familiarized with who or what?
Oh, just in general, like face to name.
Yeah, yeah, that's a business. Michaelia Prokosova. That sounds Russian. That's a beautiful name. Um, because it's our business too. Absolutely, 100%. Yes, 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 and yes. I'm going to throw this out. You think about it for a while, okay? Um, because we want to feel good about ourselves, okay? Ultimately, this is why we're doing this thing called acting or starting out or wherever you're at in your career. Because we want to feel good because there's something inside us that says, hey, look at me. That's something that Robin Williams said, It's basically in his interview, he said that, what acting is really all about? Look at me, look at me, look at me. That's exactly, and people laugh, but it's true because they laugh because it's true. Oh, Czechoslovakian. Pardon me, I am part Czech. I should have known that. That's awesome. Yeah. Um, yeah. Czechoslovakian. So yeah, so finding a photographer. How many can here need a photographer? Others practical. Raise hand or Q&A. Or they're looking for one. Okay, Leslie, why are you Okay, let's see. Leslie, just tell us out loud here if you can. What exactly are you looking for? Or do you
I'm
have one?
looking, I don't have one yet. I would like to find one. I know I don't need professional photos, but I would like to have quite a few of them.
Okay.
And have somebody else take the pictures instead of me trying all the
Oh,
time.
no, no, no. Hmm. Yeah, you don't want to take them yourself because guess what? The word selfie refers to self, not other.
Mhm.
Okay. You want someone else to see, to catch things. It's like a director. You can't direct yourself. Okay. Very few
Mhm.
can. Okay. You need another pair of eyes, another pair of ears to, bring out the character in you. Same thing. Same thing with photography. You need someone else to draw you out. Okay. So no
Okay.
selfies. Yeah. And inevitably, you're going to be doing this or this, and people can tell right away. Um, now,
Ah,
when you say professional, um, anything you pay for is professional. So you don't have to spend $1,000. I know a lot of people. 99, the person you deal with 99, your contact information, they have a lot of different places. Where are you from, Leslie?
Sacramento.
Okay, I have a student out there. Excellent. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, you want to look, you want to call 99, or you can write to me too if you like,
Okay.
actingcoachdavid@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, because I know a lot of photographers, it's my business to know. I do this for a living, actor and acting coach. So, uh, yeah, reach out to me if you like.
I
And then
will.
it's like picking out a pair of nice shoes. I'm going to tell you this, okay? Whether you're a man
Okay.
or woman, at times you need a pair of nice dress shoes, okay? And some fit, even if they're your size, some don't fit because of how they're cut, because of how they're designed, okay? So, same thing with a photographer. When you look up a photographer online, okay, or in person, immediately look towards the gallery. Don't look for the price because price takes away your imagination, creativity, and you feel locked in. Oh, I can't afford that. Well, of course you can. Of course you can. It just takes time sometimes. But this is your life, right? So, yeah, look at the gallery first and educate yourself, self-educate yourself. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you think of I'm pulling names out of here. If you think of Al Pacino, if you think of Julia Roberts, if you think of Reese Witherspoon, and there's a lot of them out there. When you think of Reese Witherspoon, sprightly, happy, cute, and vivacious. Okay. When you think of Al Pacino, you think of brooding, don't turn your
Mm-hmm.
back, very heavy. Okay. That's because they had
Yeah.
good photographers to capture that essence. Now, when you have a photographer and you have an acting career, which you do right now, it just has to be launched, which is an
Mm-hmm.
everyday occurrence, um, you're going to find out that you have more in you for a photographer than what you had last year. Why? Because you learn more about yourself. The more roles you
Oh,
play, the more roles you play, the more roles you audition for, it's going to change your physicality to a certain degree. Okay? Anybody here in here, I'll give an example. Anybody here played a role in their lifetime so far, and it really, that man or woman just follows you, their personality. Anybody here?
I played a role in high school. A young girl named Star. She had cystic fibrosis, but she was very outgoing and so happy. And that's just the type of person I like to persuade and put on.
So do you find that part of that character that you play, do you find that person character showing up once in a while in your life?
Yes, sir. All the time.
Yeah, exactly. So it grows on you. It becomes an actual part of you, okay? And it's okay to do that, because that's what acting is all about. We're absorbing another person's personality. A good photographer sees you not just at face value. They ask you things to bring out your personality. So you have 5 dogs. Are you serious? How do you maintain such a youthful glow? I'm making stuff up, okay? They ask you those things to bring you out, okay, and to be relaxed, and therefore your true personality comes out, okay? So that's something to think about. Kai Brown, you had your hand raised.
Uh, yeah, I did.
What do you want to say? I lost you for a minute.
Basically, my reason for not having a photographer is that I ain't got no excuse. I just don't have one yet.
Okay,
It's
so
not.
here's what you do. Here's another thing you can do, okay? Sometimes, hey, we always have money for what we put first, true. However, sometimes, based upon a lot of different factors in life, you just don't have the money ready, okay, to get it for even if it's $75, maybe you don't have it, okay? But there is a will, where there's a will, there's a way. So here's an idea, okay? There are things called mixers where people get together in this business called show business, and they come together to meet and to schmooze and to get to know each other. It's networking, okay? And you go there and you have drinks or you have lunch or whatever, and then you start meeting people. A lot of times there's photographers there, okay? Sometimes you can go to a university that has a photography department and or an acting department, and people will actually take your photos for free. Free? They'll take you for free, okay? Because
That's awesome.
their port, they're building up their portfolio, okay? So do not be discouraged, because there's someone out there for you that fits your type. It's kind of like looking for the right person to spend your life with. Um, so yeah. So now, of course, here's something else, okay? Like Leslie, I want to pick on you.
Okay.
What kind of actress are you or want to become?
Well, one of them is a print model, and acting, I would like to get into commercials,
Okay.
voiceover.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's curtail the voiceover for a minute, but you're talking about commercials, and what's the first thing you said?
That's a good question. um,
Is it like drama, comedy, dramedy? What do you want to fit in?
a print model. Print
Oh,
model was number
okay.
one, and then
All right.
commercials is kind of on my top
Okay.
list.
So here's what you do, like picking out a new pair of shoes. I challenge
Okay.
you today to do it. Now, if you need help, anybody, actingcoachdavid@gmail.com, you can write to me, okay?
Okay.
But here's what you do. You go on the internet or you talk to somebody, and there are people who specialize in commercial photos. They capture that because a commercial is about a product. It's not about the person. Okay. Print model, usually it's about a pair of glasses that you are, for a eyeglass factory or something, or it's about clothes. Okay. All right. But still, the personality has to be there. You walk in a Target, okay, store, take your time, look around at the clothes, okay? Inevitably, they're
Okay.
going to have pictures of people of all ages, okay? And they're going to be vibrant. They're going to be out there smiling, looking whimsical or something. Well, that's because they're trying to sell clothes, okay? Well, the company is. So knowing your type is another thing that has to do with photography, believe it or not. Knowing your type, that is going to reflect how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. Okay,
Okay.
once in a while I see somebody that's inevitably a model, male, female, and their walk is different. Their walk is different because they were trained that way or they're training that way. Okay. All right. Some people walk just to walk to get from one place to the other. Print
Right.
models and models do that with finesse, with a style. Okay. People that are playing dramatic roles, you can see it. Okay. If you have the privilege of watching people in New York City, believe it or not, and I know Sharon will vouch for me on this, there's all kinds of people. I mean, they're beautiful people, they're amazing people, but everybody has a different walk, a different cadence, a different, and everybody's on the same lifeboat, okay, is that they're learning about themselves. Acting just accelerates that a little bit because you have to be consciously choosing and not subconsciously just living and existing, okay? Hence why you're here, all those little things are going to help you find the right photographer because you're going to know yourself more, okay? The more you know yourself, the more you gravitate towards a certain set of people, like here with 99, okay?
Right.
Or, athletes, they focus more on athletics, so they gravitate, go back to high school, junior high, they gravitate towards a set of people of a certain set, It's just, and what's fascinating, and Jayana, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, those characters become a part of you. They just kind of cling to you like a static cling out of a dryer, and it's kind of cool in a way, I played George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life in California on stage, and for 16 shows. And to this day, because that was back in 2002, I want to play it again so bad because I know I can do a better job. But it was pretty, it was huge. Okay, I was nominated and all that. Didn't win an award, but I was nominated. And till this day, he shows up. Not like this so much, like Jimmy Stewart. No, it doesn't show up. But his personality is there, which really, I want to tell you, Leslie, and everybody here, decide. Yes, ultimately, if you don't have good headshots that bring out who you are, because you're going to have them decade after decade, okay, depending on, how you age. But right now, today, make an assessment. If you need a photographer, or if you need a new one or whatever, make an assessment today. I'm serious. I'm so serious. That what kind of actor are you? What kind of person are you? What do you lean towards? What do you like? What are your dislikes? Do you want to do a commercial? Do you want to? And you can do more than one. You can be a print model. Many of my students do that. They're models. They're actors. They're actresses. They're directors. They're producers. They're script writers. I teach all that. But they know who they are. One particular person, I'm going to choose two people, and you guys please comment, okay, in the Q&A, because I love what you come up with. Leonardo DiCaprio, and Liam Neeson. Okay, have you ever noticed with people such as that yes, they're playing a character, but they're also playing themselves? I mean, you know who they are. They're famous. That's not what I'm talking about. They have a persona, a confidence, a charisma that comes off. Yes, they're playing this character, but they're still, George Clooney has that too, and women too, not just picking on men. That's because they know themselves. They take time to slow down. Notice how I said that with a pause. You slow down and you say, I have a long laundry list of tasks that I have to do today. But you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to talk to a coach. I'm going to study lines, even if I don't have an audition coming up. I'm going to stop and slow down. Yes, the laundry needs done. I have to feed the dog and wash my car or whatever. No, don't focus. Oh my, don't focus on those menial tasks. Okay? They'll get done. But ultimately, life is about you. Get to know who you are. And I'll tell you another thing. At certain times, you've got to reinvent yourself. You know, whether that be a major thing like getting married, getting divorced, having kids, or whatever. Those are big things. But sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and say, I got to go to the gym. That's reinventing yourself. Sometimes, you know, I got to do something with my finances other than being a slave to them. That's reinventing yourself. Whatever it is, okay? This is what successful actors do, and it's a lot of conscious work. Sharon said this, and this is good. Depends on the role. In New York City, FIT has photography classes as well as NYU. I love NYU.
That's Fashion Institute.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my headshot was done at Rex Lot. Rex Lot is cool. I like him. He's very good. He doesn't charge a lot either. And I think he's in Brooklyn.
Yes, and 99 gets a discount. My photo here is one of his headshots.
Oh.
Yeah. He's very meticulous. And he doesn't charge a lot for if I remember right, I interviewed him once. He wants to get the best shot for you, and he doesn't care too much how long it takes. I don't know if he still does that, but
we spent 3 hours together.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because
and
you
then
know
he
what?
does touch-ups. You choose several photos that you would like, and he
Right.
does a touch-up. And because you're with 99, you do get a discount.
That's very good. He's a smart businessman as well. And how do you feel about Rex Lot?
Oh, he's great. He's
He's
great.
great.
He's
You're
so
not going to
nice.
forget his name. I didn't forget his name. I met him
What
a
he
couple years
does
ago.
is he kind of interviews you first. What he does is he sends you a list of the way you
Right.
want to look, your colors. He has a makeup and hair person with him,
Yes.
and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Rex Lot, REXLOTT.
TT,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Look him up. He's in Brooklyn. It's an excellent reference.
He's
Thank
on
you.
Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, he is actually. So, yeah, you want a person that cares about you and not just the money that you're giving them. Okay. And why do they do that? Because they're business people and they know how to win friends and influence people. Alicia, you have your hand up.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Good. What kind of question do you have?
You are elaborating on knowing yourself and when you kind of merge the acting to yourself
Right.
kind of role and
Right.
how it just like embraces the film.
Right.
Yeah, so me, always knowing myself and digging deep within myself to figure out which parts I would play in certain movies.
Right.
So I wouldn't play like a bad role because I figured out that I'm a good spirit, like a
Right.
nurse or a
I hear you.
cop. That's the type of roles I'm looking for. And even like being an extra or in a background, I would still play in a good positive movie.
Right.
I wouldn't want to what can I say? Make a image about myself as well because I learned images is everything.
Branding you're talking about, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would stay out of the bad like roles and be more of good ones.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. You pick and choose your battles. You pick and choose the roles that you want to play, and it's kind of like you see a tree and you chip away everything that's not a canoe, and you have, you look on the inside, in other words, what you want. Oh, I've heard this before. Oh, David, I just want to be an actor. I'll do anything.
Oh.
Really? You'll do anything? You don't know what you're saying. No offense, but you don't know what you're saying. You have a deeper need than just being an actor then. But here's the thing, like Tomochi, I apologize for not for butchering your name if I did. I would
I
love
just
to
call
play
him
a
Tim.
bad.
Just call him Tim.
Yeah,
Oh, Tim. All right. Thank you for saving me.
that's what I wanted to clarify, that when you said dig deep and get to know what you're passionate about and who
Yeah.
you're really out to be in this film world,
Yeah.
not saying, oh, I'll take this role just because it's a role that is obtainable.
Right.
It's more about, like you said, digging deep and figuring out what you're passionate about. And
Yes. Amen.
that's what I wanted to clarify. And even like independent roles I would play, because I always been independent in having my own mind persona.
Right.
So yeah, the good ones are the roles I want to be in. And
No,
that's
yeah.
it. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Bye.
One moment. One moment. One of my students, former students, she's in oh, come on, David. There's so many. One Life to Live. Okay, they still film it, and she's in Hollywood, in California. And I've known her since she was like 14. Now she's in her mid 20s, I think, 20, 28 or something. And that delineates. You want to delineate exactly what kind of character that you fit into. Okay. You just don't take everything, because if you take anything, then you won't know who you are. I know that sounds cliche, but in this business, it's okay to be pigeonholed for a while until you have a reputation, but you pick and choose. That's why I'm going to use the word elite, okay? Not government elite, but you're elite. You're one of a kind, so treat yourself as such. Tim says, I would love to play a bad role. Tim, why do you want to play a bad role?
I think I love them kind of the kind of roles. It suits my image too. I'm a pretty big guy. Yeah.
It suits your physicality.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go. Because the first thing, and it goes back to photography, okay? You have a type. You have a physical type, and that can be rearranged in various ways, but DNA only goes so far, 23andMe, okay? And you can work on your body, work on your hair, work on your face. Face is very important. Your health, everything else, because your face is a map of how you take care of your body. Okay, but that way hey, you know what? I love The Rock. Okay, Dwayne Johnson. I can't play him. I mean, really? Okay, but I like to work out. I'm
pretty like him. I'm pretty like him. I got the same kind of physique as him.
Yeah. I mean, it can be altered and different things like that. Make sure you take care of your teeth and your smile and things, gums and all that stuff, because it's a lot of work. Okay, and people, it's a forgiving medium called acting, believe it or not. But you have to know. The more you know, I'm going to add it up like this, and I quote this all the time. The more you know yourself, spiritually, physically, mentally, which is psychology, emotionally, which is your energy, and financially, the more you can play a role. And if you pick out your favorite. Tim, who's your favorite actor?
The Rock.
If you have one. Okay, The Rock. Okay, all right. He's impressive. He hates to work out. He likes the results, so he works out. What do you like about him besides his muscles?
Physical, the way he acts,
okay,
his appearance.
Yeah, does he hold himself differently in front of the camera?
Yes.
Than the average person? Yeah. Okay. Yes. And a lot has to do with his posture, which is the muscles in his back, the trapezius, and all that stuff, and how he's developed himself. So he is The Rock. Okay, I know he got that from doing wrestling, but it carried through. you've got to take time. Psychology is huge when it comes to acting. Okay, don't treat your acting career and finding a photographer like a $200,000 a year career that you don't even need the $200,000. Put yourself way up here, because how people will notice by your body language alone where you fit. And if you have a great headshot that matches you, the great body shot that matches you when they actually meet you in person, no filters, hello, okay?
Yep.
Facebook, they use a lot of filters, you know? And then you meet the person and it's like, what? You know?
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I know it's fun, but it plays a lot with your belief system, your BS, when you use too many filters, and after a while, you don't know who you are, you know, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Now, Anonymous N10D says this: I would really like to show my skills. I have always loved taking pictures, no matter the setting or outfit. So you're a photographer. I love putting myself in other people's shoes. There's something so magical in performing and becoming someone. Ooh, big word, becoming someone who puts you in situations that you would never be in or dream to be. You know, the best thing I can tell you right now? Two things. Write to me, actingcoachdavid@gmail.com. But also, and I'll send anybody today some free information. It's very important to me to help people. I do it for a living, but, you know, free is good as well. Kind of like how Rex Lott gives of himself so much. But do journaling. I'm so serious. Do journaling, okay? At night, in the morning, whenever you feel like, oh, David, I don't have time. Oh, yeah? You have time to grab your phone, don't you? And go, okay? Take the time with a physical pen, physical paper, notebook. Treat yourself right. Get a notebook. Date it and write journals every day. Doesn't have to be long, paragraph, whatever, you know, about your relationships, about your job, about things that happen in your life, things that you want to happen, frustrations, all that stuff. And then you're going to write your own book about yourself. Not officially, but you're going to write your own book, and it's going to come out on your face. You ever hear a TMI? You keep things locked in your mind too much. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You might as well take a great big plate of hot spaghetti and start counting all the strands. Okay. It gets so mixed up there. Write the stuff down. Write your dreams and hopes and things. Clear out
I have a journal already.
Oh, well, good. Thumbs up to you. Yeah. And be consistent with it, just like you are going to the gym or praying or meditating or whatever you do. You know, it's so important. One of my students said once, David, it's mind trash. And I go, what? Well, yeah, after a while, everything rots. So don't keep it up here. Put it on paper. And it's yours. It's like a diary. Remember that name, diary? Okay. Yeah. Now people put diaries online. It's like, why? It's private. I don't know. Jayana, you're reconstructing your life. You had 2 boys. You're very passionate about it. Well, everybody's included in this, but because of what you said, and this is how directors think, casting directors, write to me, okay?
Yes.
actingcoachdavid@gmail.com. Yeah, how you express yourself. Don't be afraid of expressing yourself on camera. Now, is anybody here, I'm going to use the word camera shy.
A little bit, but not, I'm trying to grow out of it.
Okay.
But it's not like so much so camera shy towards like photos or acting, or I don't know why I get kind of in my own head when I'm not even sure. It's just certain situations I freeze.
It's okay. It's all right. One thing Michael Caine, I just dated myself, but one thing Michael Caine said, and you can find him online on YouTube. He said, and he talks like this. You know, he played Alfred in Batman. If anybody, who is he? Oh, Batman. Oh, I know him. Okay, even though he has a long list of other things he's done. He said the camera will always love you. Why? Because it's objective. It doesn't judge you. It's right there. It'll take in whatever you feed it. Okay. That being said, if you are a little nervous in front of a camera, which is not normal, okay, even if people do take selfies, they're not judged because they take what they want. Picture yourself. Say a photographer is taking your picture and going over things with you and talking about your life and stuff. Picture the camera, the one eye, okay? Picture the camera as your best friend or your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, someone you get along with, great. And all you're doing is communicating non-verbally to them. Well, hey, click, you know, and have fun with it. You know, I'm thinking of someone right now and it makes me smile. Okay. It's no longer a camera I'm looking at. It's a friend. That's a trick you can use. Okay. Sharon says, it's a 24-hour job. Well, you got me right there, including mindset, self-care, and research. And once you know, there's the middle ground, your capabilities and people see it, and they will reach out to you and ask for your availability. Yeah. The first part, 24 hours. That's all we got. So never say you don't have time. Mindset, self-care, research. Your mindset and your self-care, though, that will bring out the confidence in you because you're taking care of who? Yourself. You've got to take care of yourself. Okay? And other people have to wait. Ooh, David. No, other people have to wait. Because if you put everybody else first, you're not going to have enough energy for yourself and you're going to give to them very poorly as it is. Okay? Like an empty cup and they wanted coffee. So, Kai Brown, I just need to be better at when I'm put on the spot. Why are you put on the spot? Why do you put yourself on the spot?
Not that's not when I put myself on the spot. It's sometimes like a random friend or family member will commence like a friendly challenge and call you out on something.
Right.
Like on one of your talents, and sometimes you can't think of nothing on the spot right there, or you're usually confident by yourself, but then you get tongue twisted when they put you on the spot or so.
Okay, then I'll tell you what. The camera is your best friend. Why? Because it's not going to judge you. It's not going to put you on the spot. It's just there like this. That's all it is. Okay? It's going to take in whatever you feed it, and it's not going to judge you. If you make a crazy face, it's not going to care. Okay? It's not going to judge you. So consider it your best friend, Kai, and everybody else, me too, included. That's a mind trick. It's a mindset, like Sharon said. You know, it's there to record who you are. And when you get a good photographer that's sensitive, that gets to know you, like Rex Lott, then it will work. You know. And also, I got to say this: for more experience, even if you don't have current headshots, okay, I'm just saying. When I first started in this business, I did a lot of theater. I love theater, okay? And I've done TV and I've done film and voiceover. But check your 9/9 history, okay? There's opportunities there. You look in there. Check them as often as you check your email. Every day, twice a day, you know. Yes, you have time. You just don't think you do, okay? Don't believe everything you think. Then check it in there because the more characters that you play, imperfectly, as we all are, the more experience you'll have in front of a camera, whether that be on stage or whether it be in community theater or whether it be on film, independent film, feature film, whatever. Okay, get used to yourself doing that. Get used to yourself. There's so many things that we habitually do that is not good for us. This is good for us. Okay, all right. No one's going to see if I eat that extra Snickers bar twice a week. Doctor says no, but what does he know? Okay. No. Do something healthy for you. Self-care. Okay. That's the way to go. No. Yeah.
Then you think.
Okay, Virginia Reynolds. Yeah. That's called a deer in headlights. Yeah, where you're like this. Don't let it be. You're talking to your best friend. It is not. And it's cool because your brain accepts everything you feed it without question. Kind of like a camera, you know. So, and this, okay, Tim just said this. I love being in front of a camera. Tim, why do you love being in front of a camera?
I don't know. You just
things you want.
When I'm in front of a camera, like when I'm taking a selfie or anything like that, I don't really look at the camera, and I do everything naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it brings the best out of me when I do naturally, not looking at the camera. You know, I know the camera is there, you know.
Right. I got a question for you. How many people have ever had their portraits done, family portraits or whatever? Raise your hand. Silly question. Okay. Boom, boom, right? Everybody has done that, okay? I'm not going to call on you, but raise your hand. Now that, you go from your high school graduation to school pictures to family to this to that. Well, you pose, right? You pose, okay? Automatically that locks you into a pose. Hello. Okay, I'm not talking necessarily about modeling, but it locks you in a pose and your body is like, okay? It captures that moment. The key to relaxing in front of a camera, number one, I gave you a wonderful secret. It's not a camera. It's your best friend. It's your confidant. It's your muse, whoever, okay, or whatever. And also that lowers your, which it picks up, okay, picks up every nuance of your face. Don't let that freak you out. And once you relax yourself and get away from yourself and you consider the camera more important than you, i.e. your friend, then you just relax. Oh, hi, listen, I got to tell you something. You've got to hear this. Click, there's a commercial, okay? Because you're going to tell them about this great product that has revolutionized your entire life, okay? And it's Mountain Dew. Kidding. That's terrible for you. But yeah, Tammy got your hand up there, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So the first thing that I want to tell everybody here is today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Don't put it off, otherwise it'll slip through your fingers like sand in an hourglass. So are the days of our lives, okay? It's going to slip through. So today, make it a priority. Make yourself a priority. Self-care and mindset, like Sharon said, and look right to me. Check with 99. You know, I know some photographers, good ones around the U.S., and one of them's Rex Locke. And check on your, get back with 99, your person that helps you. And find a photographer. One of my students is a motivational speaker, and she needed a photographer, so I gave her some pointers in that. And then she, and I found one. I told you, you have to look. Did you know? This might help you, okay? There is a 2-second rule. Most people nowadays, their attention spans, watch. When you look, it's 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. When you see something, whoa, you spend a lot of time. When you hear something, 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I heard that. What is that? I don't know. Right? When you listen, I know that song. Wow, I haven't heard that in years. Okay. This is how a camera, I'm going to use this word respectfully. It's something that Michael Caine says. You make love to the camera, you know. You warm up to it. You consider it your best friend. You consider it your lover. You consider it your confidant, the person you can trust in the whole world. And then you just want to be honest with yourself and with your friend. Hey, this is how I'm feeling. Okay. Now, how do you do that? Well, a good photographer talk to you, talk with you, get to know you. They won't just sit you down or stand you against a backdrop and start taking photos. A good one, like I said, don't, I'm going to tell this you too, okay? We always have money for what we put first. Don't go to Target. I respect work, but, or Walmart and just have pictures done. They're not trained to do that. They're trained to take pictures of animals and children and, you know, portraits, and that's good. It has its place. But I'm not talking to, I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to people that are serious, because otherwise you wouldn't even be on here. You didn't have to come on. I'm glad you did. Okay. Sharon, okay, this is good. Practice in front of the mirror. Take improv class. I would agree on both of those at the very same time. Okay. Jim Carrey, he practiced in the mirror constantly. Well, originally it was just to entertain his mom, who was very sick, and he liked to make her smile. So, but take improv classes. That'll loosen you up. Okay. This week, take some classes. Look it up. They're like $20, $30, if that, $10, whatever. Wherever you're at, you're going to find them. Trust me. Okay. Ideally, take them in person. Okay. If you have to, take them online, but take them in person if you can. Go to a local theater, ask them about improv classes. They know people that you don't know because you're in the same clique, like I said earlier. And really look in the mirror and assess yourself on a positive level. Not, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, my hair is not the way I want it, blah, blah, blah. That does not serve you, okay? Just love yourself in a good, healthy way. Kai Brown, what if you rehearsed off camera so well, but as soon as you get on camera, your mind goes blank and you can't even remember the first word? How do we fix that? Anybody have any ideas?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You're good.
I was actually on stage during a performance one time when I completely blanked, and I just kind of like just started talking towards like the subject of it, because I couldn't really remember what was said. And but then, like, as I was in the middle of, you know, chattering it up, I remembered it, and then I was able to catch the line and go into it. So sometimes it helps to just improv about the same topic and around the same thing, and sometimes it just comes to you.
Yeah, you might find like an anchor word, you know, or like those keywords just kind of as you're going along, you might find something that will reconnect you back to your train of thought that you pick up right where you left off, and it almost looked intentional and it feels natural.
Hunter,
yes, sir.
Give me a definition of anchor word.
An anchor word is basically something that is the foundation of the story that you're trying to tell. It's something that it's like a keyword, essentially. It's one of the words that is, like a foundation of your story, whether it be a person, whether it be an event, a place, a time, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're relating.
Right.
Kai Brown and Jayana and everybody else here and Hunter. You're relating to a character. You're not relating to yourself. The difference between self-conscious and self-aware is why people go blank. You know the lines. The lines are not the most important thing. The intent of the character. Why does a character want to murder this person? Why does a character want to love this person? What are they after? What are they after? And you get involved in the character's life and not your own. And I'll tell you about lines. Lines make people stumble. What's his name? Matthew McConaughey said, focus on the conversation, whether that be by yourself, monologue, or with the other scene partner or whatever. But what is a conversation about? It's about love. It's about hate. It's about greed. It's about avarice. It's about healing. It's about, whatever. Then you have something to grab onto, latch onto, Otherwise, it's like, I got to memorize the lines. I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this. And your brain says, do you? Because you keep trying to tell me that you know this. And we already discussed this. And you did it well before. And then you get all self-conscious. Gee, I hope I look good on the camera. I'm going to say it. And I'm going to be really angry because my character is angry. And then you're going like this. Okay. And, no. Conversation. Self-awareness is more important than self-consciousness.
Eel.
What, Tim?
Oh.
Eel.
Okay, trabajar yan.
Oh, yeah. I think you said real. Yeah, it makes you more real. Tim said,
Zoom.
I can't really hear you're cutting out just a little, but let me read your quote here. No, you're still cutting out. I just don't think of the camera being there and just concentrate on your character. Act naturally. Yeah, exactly. That's very good. You guys are on top of things today.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason I said that because I was a radio announcer.
Oh, there you go.
And the way I was taught is when you talking on air, speaking on air, don't think about that people are listening to you, just pretend that you're talking to a friend, because once you think that people are listening to you, that's where you lost your, what you're supposed to say and things like that. Just
true.
Yeah,
no,
just
that's
like
very true.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Originally from Fiji.
I thought so. I thought it was an island.
Yes,
but
sir.
it's still very prevalent in your. I teach dialects, so I'm always catching on to things like that. I love dialects; they're amazing.
I'm a Polynesian. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that further defines you. Yeah.
Thank you.
See, now you have a certain look. Everybody here has a certain look, depending on their ethnicity. You want to embrace your ethnicity. Don't reject it. Don't think you have to be like everybody else, because that's kind of impossible.
Thank you. Identity.
Yeah, exactly. Robert Nairn, good old Robert. I find to write your script, it sets your role in your mind. Yeah, that's a good idea. Even if you're not writing a script, even if you're not, I teach script writing, but even if you're not writing a script, write one about yourself. That's what I got from Robert's comment. Right? That's very good. Right? Right? Yeah,
well,
write about
even if I'm doing a role, then to sit and actually write it down, it really stays more in your mind.
It does. And why is that?
Right.
Memory.
Yeah.
If you do something physical, it stays in your mind.
That song, annoying as it may be, memories pressed between the pages of my mind. Okay, it's pressed. When you write things down, you remember it more than just keeping it in your head. Because when you write, you're activating your brain and your memory. It helps. One thing I learned in college, I know this is deviating a little bit from photography, but she said, and I've went to 2 universities, but this was at Macomb. This was at a community college, and she said it really impacted me. She said that when you write things down, you remember them because you're taking the time. So write out, and it's work, okay? But if you're in a play, if you're in a film, okay, take the time to write out your lines. Well, David, I have 65 lines. Doesn't matter. How bad do you want this? How bad do you want it? You can use your stuff. You have to stand out. In order to stand out, you have to stand up. And you have to add some extra to your ordinary, because most people, they don't. It's not that they don't make it in this industry. They don't have enough discipline or consistency. That's what it is. Go way past your coffin zone. I mean, your comfort zone. And step out. Getting your headshots done, finding a good photographer, it's going to take some time. And here's the thing, and everybody here is a human being like me. But over time, we tend to gravitate towards, and everybody has this distraction, because it's a comfort zone. I'm going to do that, David, but right now I'm hungry. Okay, then go eat. And then when you eat, well, then there's a good show on TV. Okay, do you want to watch people do great things on TV, or do you want to be on TV? Do you want to be on the screen? Okay, you're going to have to sacrifice 3 things in life to be a great actor, or a model, or a voiceover. Time can't be replaced. Don't care what you say. Energy can't be replaced, at least not in lieu of your time. Okay. A 20-year-old, a healthy 20-year-old is stronger than a 58-year-old. Just the way it is. Okay. Doesn't give you an excuse not to take care of yourself. And money can be replaced. So time, energy, and money. The only thing that can be replaced is money. So you might as well invest. You might as well invest in your life and get a good photographer. And like I said, 99 is here to help you. Love them. And also, I'm here to help you. actingcoachdavid@gmail.com. Okay. I have students across the U.S., Canada, and the U.K., and I'll be able to help you. But yeah. All right, now we have like 8 minutes. So anybody have questions here I didn't cover? Come on, you know more than me. About yourself, at least. And there's no dumb question except what color is blue. Don't do that to me.
Do you know anything about modeling for like video games and stuff, like modeling or voice acting?
You're talking about voiceover?
Either voiceovers or modeling for video games.
Yeah, one person in particular lives in Michigan, Upper Michigan. He's been my student for like 4 years, and all he wants to do is voiceover. That's it. That's all. Okay, and he has a blast doing it, and he's gotten really good over time. And he does voices for cartoons. He does voices for. He has a good commercial voice, for commercials, voiceover commercials. But he really does well when it comes to character voices and voices for video games. Okay, so yeah, it's a specialized field. Some people just don't want to be on camera. Although, if you're going to do voiceovers, write to me. But if you're going to do voiceovers, you still need a good headshot. Okay. People link a headshot, a body shot with the voice. They just do. Okay? So don't seek anonymity too much on that. Hunter Road, this was phenomenally positive and helpful. Thank you for your time this morning, David. Well, you're welcome. Thank you for your insight about anchor words. You hit on something big. And write to me if you like. I'll give you my email and my website. Come on, David, think. And I'm going to tell everybody here, too, give yourself a lot of credit today because you came on here out of your own free will. Yeah. 99 is great. Yeah, exactly. Give yourself credit because you pursued something. Now, information and knowledge is totally and absolutely useless without application. Okay? So, yeah, apply what you've learned today, even if it's a little nugget. Okay? I don't know, whatever it is, whatever struck you, that anchor word that I said or someone else said. Embrace it. Okay? Because it's there to help you grow. Oh, well, what do people think? I don't know. For the life of me, I've learned I don't know what people are thinking even when they tell me because 2 minutes later they could change their mind. Okay? What matters is what you think. Be selective with choosing a headshot photographer, model photographer. I know a lot of different ones in particular. I know a couple of them that do photography for models, business people. Okay, it's a different look altogether, but they do very well. And also, a side note, yes, it's going to cost you some money. Not a lot necessarily if you look really hard. But save all your receipts for your next year's taxes. It's a tax write-off. Even if you're not earning money currently, put that on your dream board. Okay, I'll be earning $50,000 this week. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'll be earning $50,000 in the next 6 months, in the next year, 2026. Well, make that goal, and then your direction will change. Okay, instead of saying, I just want to earn some money. I just want to earn something, do something in acting. Well, there's a lot of somethings out there, but is it worth your time? No. Some people, they're very meticulous about what they smoke, what they drink, the gas they put in their car, the shoes they wear on their feet. be as meticulous about this too. Okay, it takes work. You can't get away from that. And Renee, this is very helpful. I learned things, so thank you very much. You're very welcome. All right, so listen, actingcoachdavid@gmail.com. Hello. And so I'm going to let everybody go today. And you have a wonderful day. I'll look for you in my email.
I'll be emailing you, David.
Okay, sounds good. Love you guys.
Bye.
Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Keep
David.
well.
You're welcome. Later, Robert.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Adios.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.